Hey guys, Torn here, and I'm back with another mod video. Today we're going to go over 10 amazing mods, and let's get into the video. The first mod I'm bringing to you is the Furnace Pickaxe mod. This mod will add the Furnace Pickaxe to your game, which you can craft with 3 blocks of coal and 2 blaze rods. When you break items that you would normally have to smelt in a furnace, it will automatically smelt it for you with this pickaxe. This pickaxe is quite OP, having 20 attack damage and will set fire to any mob it touches. If you don't mind a bit of OP items in your game, this is definitely great if you want to save a little time smelting items. The Abyss Beginning is a mod that adds a whole new dimension to your world, and this dimension is huge, adding so many new blocks, trees, and items. When you go through the portal, you'll spawn in a slime biome, but once you jump off of that island, then you'll land in the Abyss Beginning. This is a magical place, but when it hits nighttime, it gets really dangerous. But there's also a bunch of new trees and flowers that I find really pretty. If you like to keep your world normal, but have a whole new dimension, this is such a great mod for you. I love this mod, and it definitely tops the Nether and End for me. This mod also adds a few new mobs and a new ore called fluorite. This ore can be made into tools and armor. This is the best new tool and armor in the game if you don't have any other mods installed. There's even a new ring this mod adds that when you click on it, it will heal anything around you. I can't express enough how much this mod brings and how beautiful it is. It's definitely something I would recommend to you to make your world so much better. Young's Better Portals is a mod that will make going to the Nether a bit more challenging. Instead of making a portal out of obsidian and flint and steel, you'll have to go caving and strip mine to find a Nether portal underground. These are definitely not the easiest to find, and it will make your caves a little cooler, so if you do want to go to the Nether, it will make it a little more challenging. When you do end up finding one of these Nether portals, make sure you grab a bucket and fill it with dimensional plasma so you can put the Nether portal in your desired location underground. When you're actually in the Nether, you'll find beams that are surrounded by blackstone and gold. When you go up to these Nether structures and fill in all of the gold pieces, it will create a golden beam that will launch you back into the overworld. Chisels and Bits is a mod that will let you create sculptures and let your imagination run wild. This mod will let you make almost anything in your world and make any block any size. To get started with this mod, you're going to want to make a chisel, which you can make with any ore variants. There are also tape measurers so you can measure what blocks you want to break on your Minecraft sculpture. There's also a bit bag and a paper that will copy and paste your builds. This little mod is really fun if you want a little more customization in your world. Now the next mod is a really weird mod. It's called Lots More Steves. This mod will bring tons of Steves to your game, like the normal Steve, the running Steve, which will attack anything. There's a passive mob, which I think is the only one here, called the Steveable, and it looks really funky laying down. There are so many of these. The next one we have is Squat Steve, which will squat and then start charging at people. This guy deals so much damage and will attack anything. The next Steve thing, one of my favorites, the Firing Steve, which will just launch himself and do a super weird run. Look at this. Just goes flying up in the air. He's gone. These Steves just keep getting weirder as we go. The Paralyzing Steve will give you weakness and slowness and does half of your hearts. Now for possibly the weirdest and creepiest, the Gas Steve. Just look at this thing. It's horrifying. The next one is also really disturbing, which works just like a blaze. It's the Steve Lays. Now another one of my personal favorites is the Steve Ither. This is a boss and it just carries around 2 other Steves like little rag dolls. Oh my gosh, this thing is powerful as well. This mod will add one item, which is also hilariously funny, which will just launch Steves into the sky. Now for no doubt the best and funniest one, the massive Teeve. This thing lives up to the name, being huge and having a huge head at the top. This huge dude will destroy anything in its path, including the ground, and he'll launch Steves at you. This is an insanely hard boss to beat. As you go along your world, you'll end up finding all of these mobs, except some are more rare than the other, so you may not find all of them, but it's a great mod to add to your world if you just want a little fun. Nature's Compass is a small mod that adds one new item to your game, which makes a huge impact on your game. When you craft the Nature's Compass and right-click, it will bring up a bar of a bunch of new biomes, and you can click Start Search and it will tell you the coordinates and distance you need to walk to get to that biome. Nature's Compass is really great if you want to get to the place a lot faster, and it also works like a normal compass, pointing you in the direction you need to go. Spiders 2.0 is a mod that will completely change spiders in your game. The spiders now will walk around super cool, and they can climb around little corners and edges. This mod will also make spiders a lot smarter. They can now detect you from a lot farther away and are a lot faster. This is a great mod if you think the way that spiders move is a little boring and you want it a little creepier. The watering can mod will change the way you farm in your game a bit. This will add all of the new water cans, which have different kinds of range depending on what ore variant they have. Something like the wooden water can will only do a 1x1 area and won't grow very fast, but if you had a diamond water can, it will grow your crops very fast and do a lot bigger of a range. Combat shovels will add a whole new weapon to your game, which will be the combat shovels. When you cock these things back, you can shoot them at animals and deal mass amounts of damage. These combat shovels come in all ore variants, including the shovel blade. They can do up to 9 attack damage and will work just like normal shovels, some being even better than netherite. Alright guys, that's all the time I have for you today. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you like and subscribe. All the links for all the mods will be in the description below, and I hope I see you all next time. Peace!